Mississauga Mayor Bonnie Crombie is officially now running for leadership of the Ontario Liberal Party. Crombie announced a potential run a few weeks ago, but she's now officially registered with Elections Canada, and sources tell City News she'll make it all official at a news conference on Wednesday afternoon. Meantime, another candidate who's eyeing a potential run for leadership of the Ontario Liberals came out with an interesting pledge today, a new pick-your-own-day stat holiday for Ontario.
There's 9 statutory holidays that really don't reflect the diversity of the many cultures in our province. And so my proposed policy will deliver one flexible floating holiday to every person in Ontario that they can choose to celebrate or commemorate on a day of personal, cultural, or religious importance.
Sam G., a doctor and sitting MPP for Don Valley East, says he still hasn't decided whether or not he's going to run for leadership of the party. He said he'll be making that decision soon. Also coming out of Queen's Park today, the financial watchdog, the Financial Accountability Office, said the Ford government has $22 billion of your taxpayer dollars unspent, unallocated on the books. And that's a number that could grow because it's foreseeing double-digit budget surpluses in the not-too-distant future.
Despite the expected slowdown in the economy, the FAO projects that revenue gains will exceed program spending growth over the next 5 years, which will result in growing budget surpluses.
When it comes to that $22 billion in excess funds, the FAO said the government has set aside $4.4 billion for healthcare funding and $1 billion for post-secondary education, but $17.8 billion is simply classed as other programs. It is not allocated. Now, the Ministry of Finance responding to the report with this statement. It reads in part, quote, just 4 months ago, the FAO predicted multi-billion-dollar shortfalls and underspends. Today, the FAO now says we're overspending by billions of dollars. The FAO snapshot is simply reflective of the realities of our government's investments in delivering better services. Now, the opposition, of course, has a totally different take on this. The NDP's finance critic writing, quote, Premier Ford is well known for creating huge slush funds with public money, but the FAO's projection of $22.6 billion in excess funds is outrageously irresponsible, even for this government. Budgets are a reflection of priorities and choices, and the Ford government should be choosing to invest that money in public services that benefit us all. Now, if the government doesn't allocate that money, it'll be simply used to pay down the provincial debt.